Hi, this is Tricia from SKiTalk.com. Today we have a three-way cage match. Who doesn't love a good three-way? Woo! And the other fun part of this is it's a 1-0-somethings, which is a ski you're going to pull out when you have a powder day, and who doesn't love a powder day? So here we go. We're going to start with the 102, which is the Ranger. I'm going to let Winkles take over on this.
Yeah, so the Fischer Ranger 102. So all new for the upcoming season. And I gotta say, this is my personal pair, so maybe a slight bit biased on this one, but I believe it's a ton of fun. Now with Fischer, what they're doing here is more tip rise, which gives you a ton of rocker, still a lot of tail rocker, which is what we got. Very similar dimension-wise to the previous Ranger 102, but they sort of updated it a little bit, which is not a bad thing at all. One thing that is missing from this one is the carbon in the nose, and so with this ski you do have a softer tip, which is more engaging, which to me actually has been quite a delight. But then you have their shaped TI underfoot, which really gives you a lot of stability. One thing about this ski is it does have a kind of a kink point right in the middle, which actually gives it some good flex underfoot. Sometimes when you have a little bit of metal underfoot, it can occasionally make the ski feel a little planky in soft snow.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds between not having a full metal ski, but still having some metal to give you that.
Yeah, I mean, it still has that stability.
Yeah, great. And then we've got the Head Core 103, which is carbon and graphene technology. And the big difference between this and the other two skis is, as we noted earlier, is even though they're similar widths, this is a 17-meter turn radius, this is a 15.2, and this is a 16. So they're close.
They're close. Yeah.
They're close with a little bit of differences. And tell me what you think about the Head Core 103.
The Head Core 103 is actually pretty delightful. You have quite a bit of rise in the tip, with actually still some kick in the tail. Not quite as much as the Fischer, but it still releases really easily. It's really fun, and it keeps it sort of on the lighter weight side of things. Almost hybrid-ish weight, which is something that I've just really enjoyed coming from the Head Core series.
Great, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about this particular ski, which is the Rossignol Rallybird tie. So it's got full metal in the ski, 104 underfoot at its reference point. This particular version is the 170, so it's actually 102 underfoot because they scale the sizes on it. It's a 16-meter radius ski, but one of the things I really love about this, we have had a couple of powder days this past year where we had that Sierra powder that was thick, and we got feet, like that 7-foot storm. That snow came in and it was fluffy at first, and then it settled like the Sierra snow does. And with this sheet of metal and with the solid tail in this is an attribute that I absolutely love about it, is it doesn't have a ton of rocker in the tail. So the tail comes around really nicely when you're in that heavier snow, and that was so clutch for me right during that big powder time. So what I liked about it is with that metal, it just held up. When the snow was thicker and gloppier, it just plowed through it, and when it got chopped out, it just held an edge. And when we got done at the end of the day, I said, I figured out how I want to describe this ski. It's like my bodyguard, because no matter when I thought I was going to get into a little bit of trouble, the ski just went, I got you.
Yeah, and when I had the Ranger in Utah Snowbird, Alta Snowbird for closing week, we got some fresh snow. It was a ton of fun. But when I had it in a bit of that Sierra cement, due to not having full metal throughout, the tips did shatter a little bit. Nothing that affected the performance of the ski, but it was a little bit noticeable. Something that I do enjoy about the Head is you get more of the material throughout the ski.
Right.
So you get a little less of that, and it's not an overly stiff ski either.
And that's one of the things I really liked about the Head when I got in a little bit of deeper snow, is with that extra tail rocker, it just popped you right out of the turn, and it let you smear a little bit if you wanted to, where the Rossi really made you hold that edge and slice through the snow.
Certainly, and that's what I really like about this comparison in general is you get very similar shape and design from the Fischer and the head, where you don't get that in the Rossi. So the Rossi could hold that a little better, maybe feel a little stronger for those more directional skiers, where those who are kind of trying to get a more surfier feel definitely probably gravitate more towards these two.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, we're not telling you who each ski is for. We're just telling you what each of these skis really excels at. And you get to decide, how do you ski, where do you ski, what type of snow conditions do you ski generally, and which one's going to suit your needs best. So in this three-way, you have some really good options, but at the end of the day, don't forget, skiing is fun. If you enjoyed this informative video, hit that bell, subscribe so that you'll stay up to date on the new videos, and check out SKiTalk.com for more ski-related content.
Also, please follow SKiTalk.com on all of your social media channels. No tires were rotated during the production of this video.